The Ingenika was pulling a barge in February of 2021 filled with at least 1,100 liters of diesel fuel as well as sulfuric acid and other cargo. The TSB says heavy winds and a strong current were likely what caused the heavily loaded barge to drag, ultimately tipping over the tugboat, which was also carrying diesel fuel. It was never recovered. The tugboat's captain and crew member were killed while one crew member survived.
Accidents don't just happen. They're a result of many factors. In this occurrence, inadequate risk management and emergency preparedness, the absence of regulatory oversight, and verification of pilotage waivers all played a role.
The TSB is making 4 recommendations to avoid similar tragedies in the future. They include expanding Transport Canada's regular inspection of smaller tugboats, after the report found that the Ingenika had never been inspected by the agency in its more than 50 years on the water.
It has been 2 years since we've lost Charlie and Troy, and not one actionable item has been implemented. Charlie and Troy paid the highest price with their lives to make change happen. It is now in Minister Algebra's hands to fulfill his promise in making the marine industry the safest in Canada.
The mother of Charlie Craig, who died when the tugboat sank, says that she feels the recommendations are strong, but they must be enacted as soon as possible. The tug's owner faces charge laid last month for alleged violations of occupational health and safety regulations. An irate Backrack, after the release with his thoughts on the review, did not hold back in his disdain for the responsible parties.
The only word I can think of is infuriating. Infuriating to reflect on the negligence of a company that did not protect its workers. Infuriating to reflect on a government that has known about these shortcomings in safety in this industry for years and yet has not acted. The measures they have put in place have not been effective. They have not been strong enough. Voluntary measures are not enough to protect workers, and we need better.
Backrack further demanded and called out the Transportation Minister Omar Algebra to implement these recommendations swiftly and immediately with proper fines in place. Backrack also addressed James Bates, the owner of the Ingenika, and called this fatal accident completely unacceptable and disgusting.